When you say you have to do something, it has an undertone of negativity. It is attached to doing things that you don't want to do. If you have to do something, you're being forced against your will to do that thing. Whereas if you are getting to do something or you want to do something, it is connected to positivity. It is your choice. You are instilling within you that you have the option. Having to do something usually doesn't have an option attached to it. It's a responsibility of yours that somebody has decided is necessary for you to participate in. So there is a massive difference between having to do something and getting to or wanting to. The best one of these options is definitely getting something, because that's more connected to you won a prize or an award, you get to go to Puerto Rico, or you get to take the day off work tomorrow. And there is a trick that we can play with ourselves to actually get more of what we want by attaching I get to do this thing to a super mundane and pointless task that you usually wouldn't say it with. My dad used to do this all the time, and I thought he was just screwing with me and trying to get a rise out of me, and maybe he was, but I think there's a lot to unpack here, because he was also the happiest, most humble, kind-hearted, and giving man that I had ever known. And anytime he would say it, it was dumb. It was like, I get to go get groceries, or he'd catch me leaving for work late when I obviously didn't want to go, and he'd say, oh, that's neat, son, you get to go to work today. And I would roll my eyes and not be super stoked about going to work. And at the time, I didn't get it. I didn't know why he was obviously just trying to bother me. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he knew something from, living for 68 years or however old he was at that point in time in our lives. Maybe he knew something that my childish ass didn't understand. But now I think I understand it. First of all, it's a miracle that you even get to do anything. It's amazing that you even exist. You live in a free country where you can do the things you want with the people you want to do them with, and you're essentially on a rock hurtling through space at an incomprehensible speed. And beyond that, it's a miracle that you were even born at all. Without getting too graphic, think about the process of conception. You were fighting against all the other little swimmers to get to that egg, and you won. And then there were no complications while your mother was carrying you. There were no complications during childbirth. You were born and brought into this world. And if you're anything like me, there are probably 5 times that you can count where you should have died, but you didn't. You get to get up in the morning and do things that you want to do, and that's a lot to be grateful for. And this is the whole point of claiming to get what you would usually connect a negative emotion to. It forces you to remain in a constant state of optimism and gratitude. I want you to visualize for a second 2 buckets. You have one bucket that's down by your feet, and then you have one bucket that is up above your head. The one by your feet is low vibrational frequency. It's bad. It represents negativity, fear, jealousy, anger, resentment, pessimism. And the one above your head is high vibrational frequency, and that represents everything that is good. It's positivity, optimism, kindness, calmness, confidence. Everything positive is in that upper bucket. Now in your hand, at any one time, you have 10 stones, and these 10 stones are a representation of energy. And it's not good energy or bad energy, it is just your energy. And every time you throw that one of those stones, which represents energy, into one of these buckets, it automatically gets replenished. So at any point in time, you always have 10 stones in your hand. Putting these stones into the bucket above your head takes more energy, but you always have the energy to put the stones in the bucket. Putting the stones into the bucket at your feet is automatic. It's easy. You don't even have to try. You can just drop a stone into the bucket by your feet without even looking, and it will automatically replenish back into your hand. After a while, the dropping of the stone into the lower bucket, into the lower frequency, starts to get boring, and we start to wonder if maybe there's something else that we can do. So we notice this bucket above our head, and we toss one stone and it lands in, and it's kind of fun, and it feels good because you tried, you accomplished something. Then you throw another one and you miss, and another one and you miss that, and then maybe you fall back into, well, I'll just throw these stones in the bottom bucket because it's easier. And then you try again, and you get 3 in a row. And eventually, it becomes a fun game. If you want things out of life, like real tangible things, you have goals and things that you're working towards, and you're wondering why you aren't achieving any of them, this is why. You're putting all of your stones into the bad vibes bucket, and you're stuck in it. It's weighing you down. It's easy to become complacent and start to point your finger around and blame circumstances that are outside of yourself. But again, all you have to do was just start to throw the energy into the good vibes bucket. If you want to manifest things into your life that you actually want, it takes 2 ingredients. It takes thinking exclusively about exactly what you want and not a million other incompatible things. And it takes feeling good while you're doing this. Being verbally grateful for the most plain and dull things that we experience every day is the quickest way to reset your system and allow you to feel gratitude, to feel good while you're thinking about the things that you want out of life. Once you start doing this, the other parts will just fall into place, and you'll start seeking out other ways that you can feel good. Starting and finishing things feels good. Looking for new opportunities for yourself feels really good. Asking your partner to marry you feels good. Reconnecting with old friends you haven't talked with in a while and going on a trip together, or just hanging out and doing something, that feels good. So I know that you do this. Everybody does this. I have to go for groceries. I have to go to bed. I have to go to work in the morning. I have to finish this project. You don't have to. You get to. I hope you like this one. Like, subscribe, follow along. New videos every week. I'm going more in the direction of mindset stuff, and I'm really hoping that I can help teach people all the stuff that I've learned throughout the course of building my business, because this is the kind of stuff that really excites me. It's the stuff that I enjoy talking about the most, and it's actually at the core of any success that I think anybody has ever achieved, is keeping their head on straight and checking in with ourselves to make sure that we're happy, healthy, going in the right direction. Again, I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe. Take care, guys. See you in the next one.